We are talking about a media that is constantly lying and manipulating and twisting the narrative when it comes to Donald J. Trump. We're talking about a big tech company like Twitter that is still censoring his tweets to this moment. And you want to say, why are you guys questioning it? Because we see it right in front of our faces. We're seeing what's going on. We're watching this process play out. I am not going to freak out if Biden wins the election. If it comes down to it being fair and square, I would not have a problem with that. I've always said that I view politics like I view sports.
I am swiftly regretting every life choice I have ever made.
Hang outside, I hang outside. Don't come out the house, cause the gang outside. Hang outside, I hang outside. Don't come out the house, cause the gang outside. Hang outside, hang outside. Don't come out the house, cause the gang outside. Hang outside, hang outside. Don't come out the house, cause the
Dear God, I can't believe I defended you. So, let's address the 700-ton gorilla in the room right off the bat. A while ago, I made a video in which I expressed the idea that I was a bit disappointed in Zack Snyder's response to Geeks and Gamers. I still hold the position that Zack should have just accepted the money and not made any big statement about it, but admittedly, I have to say that I know where Zack is coming from after what I just discovered from our old Star Wars hatted friend. See, that video happened before I knew that Jeremy, in addition to Geeks and Gamers, also has a politics channel. You heard me right. Jeremy has a politics channel. You might be thinking, wait a minute, Geeks and Gamers isn't already a politics channel? That's what I was thinking. Almost every Geeks and Gamers video I've ever seen is saturated with politics. Why would he need a separate channel to talk about politics? He already expresses his insane hatred of anything vaguely left-wing and whines about everything Hollywood does and how bad celebrities are who hate Trump and Orange Man bad. Like, why do you need another channel to do essentially the same thing? Oh, but he does. DDayCobra. Let's take a tour, shall we, of the fine content that we will no doubt find here. Oh, oh my God. What the fuck am I looking at right now? Holy crap. Are you seeing these fucking thumbnails? Almost every single one is Trump related and just portraying him so hyper positively. Democrats exposed, destroyed, decimated, embarrassed. You know it's accurate because it's in all caps. That means it must be true. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I still can't get over the infatuation with Trump. Jeremy clearly loves this man so much. It's kind of disturbing. Oh, but there I go, prejudging people again. I mean, after all, this is Jeremy's main shtick. Left bad, right good, Hollywood bad, Trump good. This is exactly what I expected in the first place. But that doesn't mean he can't be right about something stupid the Democrats do. I hate defending them, because I think they're a bunch of incompetent boobs. So, let's take some samples of his work here and hope for the best. No, come on, really? You really think I can be fair with this guy? This is Jeremy. Geeks and Gamers, Jeremy. 200 videos on Brie Larson, Jeremy. Dogshit debate artist, Jeremy. If you think he's going to be anything other than a sycophant for Trump, I don't know what to tell you. Look at this. I mean, look at this. How could you expect anything else? Okay, but you're here to see the lunacy, no doubt, and I'm here to deliver. So, for context, the video I'm showing here was made around the first presidential debate when Chris Wallace was the moderator. Chris Wallace is a well-known Fox News journalist. Be mindful of that. It'll be important later.
he was a terrible moderator. It was 2 versus 1. It was Chris Wallace and Joe Biden versus Donald Trump. Every single time Trump had Biden on the ropes, Chris Wallace would swoop in and he would save Biden. Every time Biden would steer off course and had no idea what he was talking about, Chris Wallace would pull him back on. It happened consistently. All you had to do was watch the debate. There was a point where Trump had him on the ropes, where he said, name a police organization that has come out and supported you. And before Biden could not answer, Chris Wallace jumps in and he saves Biden. That was going to be an absolute grand slam for Donald Trump. Now, again, was it cringe at times between both guys? Absolutely. But this is what the American people wanted to see. We wanted to see two men stand up there and have it out. Stand their grounds, stand up for themselves, and have a good debate. And Chris Wallace did not allow that to happen. And every time Biden got to talk... Now, yes, did Trump interrupt? Of course Trump interrupted. He's Donald Trump.
What, are you retarded?
Yep. What did I tell you? He's hardcore simping for Trump. What did I tell you? What did I fucking tell you? First off, Jeremy, Chris Wallace is a Fox News contributor. And you're trying to claim he's biased towards Biden? Are you fucking serious right now? He was harder on Trump by doing what? Asking him to clarify his vague-ass non-answers and by telling him to stop interrupting? During a debate? Oh, man. that one sentence says it all. He interrupts? That's what Trump... That's just Trump. What are you gonna do? What? Wow. Wow! Do you hear this little fucking simp? He literally just said it's okay when Trump does it. Jeremy, do you not understand what a debate is? Actually, that would make a lot of sense. Hey, since you just admitted you're a massive simp for Trump, care to justify all the times in the debate where Trump blatantly deflected and didn't answer direct questions? I would show you the evidence, but I don't want my video blocked in all countries, so I'll leave the link for the debate in the description if you want to check my work. Towards the beginning of the debate, Trump was asked by Biden how his elimination of pre-existing conditions will help the 7 million people who contracted COVID. And Trump's only response was basically, well, your health care for the military was pretty bad, Sleepy Joe, Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe, 2 million people would have died if it was you. For me, it was just 200,000. It's a smaller number. I have the best number. It was the best number. Absolute best number. Most beautiful number you've ever seen. If you're not paying attention, those were 2 big, giant deflections in a row. You'll notice this is a popular debating tactic of Trump. Later on, Chris Wallace tries to ask Trump about what his healthcare plan will be after he repeals Obamacare, since him and his party never provided one. Trump interrupts him mid-sentence and starts talking trash about Biden again, while insisting he gives the best healthcare. I give the best healthcare. They need better healthcare than Obamacare. We need to give it an individual mandate. I don't have a better plan, but you know what? I want to give them better. I want to make it better. Make it better. This is the part where you might remember Trump saying he made, insulin was destroying people, but I made insulin super cheap. It's like the cheapest thing you do. It's like insulin is as cheap as water. Funny, Jeremy. You're so upset about Joe Biden not answering questions, but when Trump blatantly deflects and avoids answering direct questions multiple times, you're just fine with it. You're just fine with him interrupting people in a debate. Why would I expect you to be a rational person at that point? I guess there's also no chance of you challenging Trump for blatantly lying about how many Americans have pre-existing conditions, which is about 1 in 3, over 100 million people. That was a pretty short video, but man, that was a piece of shit. Jeremy was exactly the kind of hyper-partisan shit for brains I expected him to be. The man who cries, "Orange man bad," at anybody who criticizes his god emperor. Jeremy, you are not one to talk. You're clearly just crying, "Blue man bad, blue man bad, blue man bad, blue man bad." Listening to you, simp, for this fossilized dickbag is really sickening. But sadly, this video would be way too short for my standards. So, let's give you one more chance. I'm far from an uncharitable person after all. You have one last chance to impress me, bald Prince of Bel-Air. I already know I'm going to be disappointed, but I'm a masochist at this point in my career. So bring on the cringe, baby. I'm ready for it.
What's going on, everybody? It's Jeremy coming to you with another car video, and today I go to sleep last night. Donald Trump has very comfortable leads in Michigan and Wisconsin. I wake up this morning and those leads are gone. They're gone. Last night, it seems as though Trump is heading towards a pretty comfortable win, and suddenly voting stops. Voting just stops in all of these states where his numbers are looking good. I see now today that Trump, and I'm looking at my phone right now, I see Trump is being censored on Twitter again. Multiple tweets of his are being censored. How do people not see what's going on here? I mean, every time someone questions what is going on, it gets censored. Everything is getting suppressed right now. If you are talking in a pro-Trump direction, or if you're questioning some of the obvious things that are going on right now, everyone that is questioning it or not falling in line with the narrative is being held back or censored. And you're either paying attention or you're not. This is something that Donald Trump has been fighting for over 4 years now. So when we sit there and you want us to sit there and go, hey, don't question it, just accept it. Okay, if you had any credibility, then maybe it would be easy to accept what's going on. But we're talking about a media that has called Donald Trump a racist and a sexist for 4 years. We're talking about a media that has pushed a narrative that he has not denounced white supremacy, yet he's on record denouncing white supremacy more than any president in our lifetime, because he gets asked about it more than any president.
James, what are you doing? Drowning myself.
Talking about a big tech company like Twitter that is still censoring his tweets to this moment. And you want to say, why are you guys questioning it? Because we see it right in front of our faces. We're seeing what's going on. We're watching this process play out. I am not going to freak out if Biden wins the election. If it comes down to it being fair and square, I would not have a problem with that. I've always said that I view politics like I view sports. At the end of the day, I accept whatever happens. I don't lose sleep over it. Obviously, politics are a little more important than sports, but when it comes down to it, at least before Trump, I just viewed it as sports, and I still do view it in that way.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Oh God. Oh God, oh man. Oh God, oh man. Oh God, oh man, oh God. Oh no. Oh, Jeremy is meddling in election fraud conspiracy theories. Oh, fucking great. Wow, Jeremy. I had 0 standards for you, and I'm still gruesomely disappointed in you. I find it funny how vague he is about all of his accusations. All he says is just, the voting is just stopped in states where Trump is looking good, even though that makes no sense. Wouldn't Trump win if that was the case? Obviously, Jeremy forgets about mail-in ballots, I guess, and the fact that they are overwhelmingly Democrat. Also notice the title of the video is Trump is being censored on Twitter, and the thumbnail is a Trump tweet with the fraud prevention system that Twitter has to combat fake news. Conservatives really need to stop using the word censorship. They don't understand what it means, and this is more proof of that. And I love also how he just spends the first half of the video basically just like saying, something's going on, man. They don't want you to question anything. You know, typical conspiracy theory bullshit language. Oh, they don't want you to question anything. But then later on in the video, he's just like, well, you know, I'm not going to be mad. You know, I'm going to accept whoever wins. Bullshit. Jeremy, look at your channel. For some reason, I don't believe you. This video was also made before Trump got banned on Twitter and Facebook for spreading the stolen election conspiracy theory that caused the January 6th insurrection on the Capitol building, remember? Yeah, remember that? That happened. God, yeah, I remember that. These are the same retards who spent the entire year crying about how bad rioting is. Oh, riots, BLM riots is so bad. And then only to storm the Capitol building. Oh, I see. The rioting didn't benefit them. That was the problem all along. There we go. Oh yeah, speaking of elections, if you didn't know, Trump sued multiple states in order to get the election results overturned over claims of fraud. He made something like 60 lawsuits in total over election fraud claims, and guess how many he was able to win? 20? No. No fucking way. Okay, so 10 maybe? Keep trying. 5? Ooh, almost there. 3? Nope. 1. 1 out of 60. Those seem like pretty terrible odds. The lawsuit, in case you're wondering, the one lawsuit he won was essentially a technicality, barely even a victory at all. And before you cry about, Democratic judges, they're so biased, Democratic judges, many of the Supreme Court judges appointed by Trump himself told him he was full of shit to his face. I don't want to hear that partisan crap. If you care to dig into the specifics of these cases, I'll link you a Legal Eagle video all about the Trump lawsuits and how much of an embarrassment they really were. Many revolved around poll watchers not being allowed to watch, ballot stuffing, strange van stuff with ballots supposedly, tearing up Trump ballots, dead people voting, the whole 9 yards. All of them were made with very little evidence and were often thrown out from having no standing. The biggest lawsuit was based in Texas, and by biggest, I don't just mean in importance, but also in how much of a joke it was. Legal Eagle also has a video on it, and I couldn't possibly explain it better than he does, because I'm not a lawyer, even though I'm from hell. You would think I would be, but that is an offensive stereotype. How dare you? I have lawyer friends who would be offended by your little joke, buddy.
I've always said that I view politics like I view sports.
And that clip. That clip says a lot about you, Jeremy. I mean, listen here. Listen for a second. I want you to listen closely. I mean, no hyperbole when I say this. I truly mean it 100%. You, Jeremy, along with everyone who thinks like you. You people are everything that's wrong with this country. Period. You treat politics the same way you do a football game, where you are on one team and your opponents are everybody else. You complain about people being so divided, so divisive, yet you're the biggest contributors to it. You excuse everything your side does because that's your team. You have to support your team no matter what. You make friends with disgusting people just because they aren't part of the enemy team. Newsflash, Jeremy. People's lives are on the line. Trump wants to ruin healthcare for millions of people, and you're cheering him on while he does it. He lies constantly about everything under the sun, including COVID. He literally tried to ban Muslims from entering the country. You excuse the constant barrage of stupid shit that flies out of his mouth, like contemplating injecting bleach to cure COVID, and about how teachers should be armed to stop school shootings. He lied to everyone about cutting their taxes. All he did was cut the taxes for the rich and raise them for the poor, just like every Republican before him. Trump even stabbed his voter base in the back by promising he wouldn't actively avoid outsourcing jobs. What happened to all those factory jobs rural America was concerned about? Outsourced. He outsourced them. 500,000 of them, at least. America first. Huh. But guess who's still there, cheering him on? You. When he refuses to take a worldwide pandemic seriously, claiming, we have it all under control, when we have more deaths per capita than anywhere else in the world. Claiming it would die off in the summer sun, constantly blaming China, and spreading conspiracy theories about them purposefully wanting to ruin America. Even after he was told otherwise, he still said it was just the flu, it's just the flu, even though COVID has caused perfectly healthy people to cough up blood. He knew about COVID being a danger from January 9th. The whole world knew about it then, but didn't do anything until February, and even still didn't travel restrict Europe until months after that. Even after this man has proven to be an incompetent, racist, homophobic shit stain with his head permanently glued to his festering anus, who's going to still be there cheering him on with glittery pom-poms in hand? That's right. Jeremy. T-R-U-M-P. He's the man for our country. T-R-U-M-P. He's my president. T-R-U-M-P. COVID lies, it's all a hoax. T-R-U-M-P. He's the man for me. Hey. That's our boy. That's Jeremy. Putting down groupthink while never deviating from the Trump agenda. Truly an individual. What really sickens me more is the fact that you simp so hard for this fucking dude. This guy. I mean, seriously, this wrinkly, racist, dawdling old dinosaur from a bygone age. My house is younger than this fossil of a man. He probably has cobwebs in his ears, and you're such a sycophant for him. You could just pick someone better, just saying. If you have to simp, have some fucking standards. That's all I'm asking. I'm Karina McDaniels, and I'll see you next time.